So hello, I thought it only appropriate for me to start with my first blog entry in the place I feel like I find myself a good portion of my time, in the car. My name is Mindy. I'm a mom of 2 boys and a wife. That is really the best parts of my life. I have a 2-year-old named Garrett who loves Thomas the Train and an 8-year-old named Andrew. Who loves Legos and things like that. But in addition to be a mom and a wife, I love fitness. I love fitness for years because I grew up very chubby, last of 5 kids, always known as the chubby sister, the bigger sister, wasn't very coordinated, didn't have a lot of success in things that weren't maybe music oriented. I loved piano. I could play piano. I could not sing. Still can't. Kind of think I can, but I just do that to scare my family. But I really started my journey way back when I was in probably 6th grade. I remember being super heavy in 6th grade and everyone else was pretty cute and thin and not even worried about it. I just remember how uncomfortable I felt. But I knew even then, when I was in the 6th grade, and even before then, that there was something more meant for me. I knew that God had a different plan for me, and it wasn't going to be like anyone else's plan. The people that were smart, I really didn't have a lot in common with. The people that were athletic, I didn't have a lot in common with. The sort of dorkier, funny, goofy people, I had a lot in common with. We had fun. I still love my friends like that to this day, but I felt as I got older that there was more meant for me and that I was going to have to kind of get over. That I have to get over what I think is just, my lot in life. I'm just uncoordinated and chubby and not very cute and just sort of dorky and not smart. And you know what? That's a lie. It's a lie. Once we get to a point where we understand it really has a lot to do with our will, then it changes everything. Like I said before, I always knew there was more meant for me because God had told me. And all the times I had prayed to Him, why aren't I pretty? Why can't I be athletic? Why can't I be smart? Why can't I be like my sister? Why can't I be like my brother? Why can't I be like all these people at school? Without telling me, He was telling me, because you're not like them. You're like none of them. You're an individual, and I made you a long time ago a very special way. Knowing that has really changed who I am as an adult. I'm still goofy, still silly, kind of a little bit on the dorky side, and I know it, but it's who I am. But I've also learned that I can gain so much knowledge through experience, reading, seeking out mentors, and actually surrounding myself with people that are way better than me in my mind. And that's where I want to start off. I also, in addition to the things I told you before, I'm a fitness instructor. I love it. I can teach pretty much any format, not because I'm good, but because I've tried really hard to make it work. I also am a fitness presenter, so I get to travel around and teach people how to do certain fitness formats, and I get to encourage them in general on who they are, who they were made to be. I also work for a company called Powder Blue Productions, the creators of Turbo Kick, Payo, Hip Hop Hustle, All-Star Instructor Training, and I work for a lady and a man named Shalene Johnson and Brett Johnson, 2 of the coolest people I've ever met in my life, but they've been huge mentors and have impacted my life greatly, but it's all part of God's plan for me to meet them. I really never thought I would get to work for them because the people that worked for them were those people I mentioned earlier that were talented and smart and pretty and athletic, and I was none of those. But what I quickly learned is that they're not about that. They're about, do you have a heart? A genuine, generous heart that really, really, really likes to help people. And I do. I've always had that. Can you count on me? Yes. Am I going to tell you the truth? Yes. Will I work my booty off to help you? Yes. And you know what? That's someone I want working for me too. And they asked me to come work for them. I've been working for them for almost 8 years now and love it. But in addition to being an instructor, a business owner, and being the National Promotion Supervisor for Powder Blue Productions, where I get to help, mentor, and really just encourage about 60 presenters across the United States. I also own my own fitness business, and that's nuts thinking that I would do that, but it really is something that felt like a good fit. But I knew that if this was about, again, helping people, encouraging them, and just passing on what I know or what I can find for them on the internet or through the things that I've learned and read, shoot, I'll crush this. And it's something that I've gotten to do for the past 2 years, and something I love. So all of that is me, in addition to, there's lots of other things I do. I'm not just that, but that's sort of the basics and where I want to start. I hope that you'll keep following me, because I've got some stories to tell. And I've got some interesting facts and tips, and I also have some thoughts I want to share with you along my goals and my progress towards, every month being better. And every year I want to be different, but in a better kind of different. I want to be smarter. I want to be leaner. I want to help more people. I want to help my husband. I want to be a better mom, better wife, a better fitness presenter. And honestly, I hope someday to have you on my team with my fitness business, because it is not about making money to me. It's about helping others get better. Not just about losing weight, but I have seen people change who they are because they're working so hard to become better. People flock towards them. They draw people to them. And in drawing people to them, they in turn help them the same way I've been helped and I've helped them. So please keep following me. I'm sorry this is in the car, but you know what? It just makes sense. This is my life. This is real life. I don't go home and shut the door and lock out my life to do my business. I do my business as I live. And I hope that you'll stay connected. Thank you.